Speaking of a smile on your face.
Yes. Being kind to others can have a profound impact on your life.
This book right here, Kindness is Contagious, contains stories that prove that there is still goodness and kindness in the world. And we're talking with its author when we come back. We need all the kindness we can get to. Being kind to everyone you meet can not only make their day, but it can improve your quality of life as well. Joining me to tell us more about that is kindness advocate and author of this book right here, Kindness is Contagious, Nicole Phillips. Good morning to you.
Good morning, David.
It is so true. It's nice to be kind to someone, but it does something for yourself too, right?
Right. People look at, a daily act of kindness as something like a diet plan, one more thing to add to their day, and that's not it. What you're doing when you change your mindset and looking at people with compassion is changing your own life, getting your eyes off of yourself and putting them onto others.
So how did you come to this conclusion about kindness?
7 years ago, I really just lived it. 7 years ago, I was on the edge of what anyone would call an alcoholic, a drinker, a smoker, an overeater. I was on antidepressants, angry at my husband all the time, and I ran into a girl in a shiny gold bikini, and she taught me a lesson that changed my life. I ended up having a great conversation with her, someone who was very different than me, and I ended up giving her some money. She was a young 17-year-old mom, and I walked away from that interaction feeling a high unlike anything I had ever felt from any bad decision I had tried.
Yeah.
And I knew in that moment that the life we transform with kindness isn't somebody else's. I didn't transform her life by giving her some money.
Yeah.
I transformed mine because within 1 year of being intentional about kindness every day and wanting more and more of that, I had totally quit drinking, quit smoking, went off the antidepressants, and had re-fallen in love with my husband.
And life then threw you another curve. You had breast cancer just a few years ago. How did that feeling of kindness help you with what you went through?
Kindness really saved my life when I was diagnosed 3 years ago with breast cancer, because most of the time I handled it really well. I had a great positive attitude. But there were those days when I would wake up with that dark cloud over my head, and those were the days when I used kindness as a form of chemotherapy. I didn't have much energy, but I would go to the gas station and I would buy a 2-liter of soda for my neighbor. I knew she loved Mountain Dew and didn't have a whole lot of disposable income to spend even on something like that.
Yeah.
So I would take it, I'd walk up, knock on her door and say, "This is for you." And people look at you crazy. Absolutely.
You also have 3 kids, and I would imagine patience runs short sometimes. How do you teach them the same thing? How do you instill kindness in others, especially the ones you love?
Well, and it's hardest to be kind to the ones you love and be patient with them, I think. You agree, right?
Sometimes it can be difficult.
I just want kindness to be at the forefront of my children's minds. So every day when they come home from school, I say, "What was your glad today? What made you happy? What was your sad? What was upsetting to you today? And what was your act of kindness? What did you either do or see someone else do, or did someone do for you?" Because when you start making kindness at the forefront of your mind, that's when it changes your life.
Okay. Kindness is Contagious is the name of the book. Now, this is just your writings from your podcast and from you've written over the years about kindness, right? So that's a collection?
It is a collection. People send me stories from all over the nation. Acts of kindness they've done and how it made them feel, or things people have done for them, and I write them up. They run in a newspaper.
And you've got another one coming.
And I get another sequel coming because this one has just been so fun. I wanted to do it again.
And Breast Cancer Survivor, you have a book coming as well, right?
I do. I'm writing the book I wanted to read when I was diagnosed, so it's basically pictures of the reconstructive journey on a real woman's body.
Okay. You can find all that on Amazon, I'm assuming? Where do you get the book?
This book is on Amazon. The sequel to it, and
we'll be there some point.
Yeah, they'll be there someday.
Nicole Phillips, remember that name. Okay, thank you very much for being on. We appreciate you coming on. All right.